Alright guys, yesterday I put up a video on my YouTube channel on the Flex number FX2141, and I did a water torture test. Now, to be clear, the only reason I did that was because there was another guy that would actually take that power saw, 24 volt, stick it in like an aquarium of water, and actually cut some pieces of wood. But what I wanted to do was go a step further and see, well, how would it do if it was literally submerged? And I had it in there for an hour and a half, and the thing still worked great, and dried it all off, and at the end of the day it still worked. It was phenomenal. I was flabbergasted. It was a testament to its build quality. So now I got to thinking, well, how about the Kobalt? Now, nowhere does it say that we should do this. This is just something I'm trying. Again, with the Flex, I saw nothing on their website that said that it was waterproofed or anything to the extent that I tested it at. So I just thought I would try this Kobalt saw, and I ended up picking up a 6 amp hour extended run lithium ion 24 volt battery. Now, this particular model is the Kobalt XTR 24 volt max brushless 7 1/4 inch circular saw, and it comes with tool only. Now, this will be the Kobalt item number 1518744, model number KXCS 124B-03. Alright guys, so in keeping with the same thing I did yesterday, this is a 27 gallon container. It's the Commander XXL, and we are going to run basically the same test and see whether this Kobalt will do the same thing as the Flex. So let's verify that it runs. Okay, now it stalled quicker than the Flex, putting it in the water, so that might tell me that the Flex had more power to get go. Okay, the other one I could actually put down into the water almost to the bottom and cover the whole saw. This one I can't. Alright guys, so what we're going to do next is we're going to submerge the saw, and I'm going to see how it is after a minute or two, because we weren't able to submerge the whole thing. But let's just verify that it still runs. Okay, it still runs. So what I'm going to do now is start my timer as soon as I dunk this in the whole thing and let it set. Okay, so I started the timer, and we're going to let it in there for a little bit. In fact, we might just wait a minute here and just see if it will fire up submerged, because like I said, the other saw I was actually able to submerge it. Now when it got to the bottom, the drag of the water and everything going through the tool, it did stall it, which was no big deal. So let's just, we got 30 seconds. "40 seconds. And 60 seconds. So let's pull it out real quick. Let's turn it on, and it does not start. It will not start, guys. It's been under a minute. Oh, there it is. Alright. Maybe I didn't have it. Oh, it starts. So let's put it back in the water at 1 minute and 26 seconds. We're going to leave it in there for a while. See what happens. Alright guys, we are at 14 minutes, 55 seconds. And let's pull this out. See if she starts. No, it's not starting. Okay, it is not starting. I am showing battery voltage. And it is dead. DOA. Nothing. I'll blow this thing off and see if it'll fire up. Alright guys, took the battery. It still shows that it's got a charge. Blew it all off really good. Shop air. Did the same to the saw. So, will it start? No. Now we noticed that at 1 minute it hesitated, then I pushed the switch again and it ran. But at the 15-minute mark, she's dead. So then I got to thinking, is it the battery and not the tool? Here's a battery. It's the ultimate output. Let's see if it'll start. No, it doesn't. Alright, so we know it doesn't work with the original battery, and we know it's not working with a separate battery that wasn't submerged. But the question becomes, we've tried 2 batteries, the tool doesn't work. But does the battery work? So I took that 6 amp hour battery that was immersed, and I'm putting it in this 24 volt XTR drill. Now let's see if this will fire up. So the battery's fine. It's somewhere in that tool that it doesn't work. Now just to be clear, it doesn't say anywhere that this is made to be submerged. Again, the reason I did this is just trying this Kobalt to see how it stood up with the Flex, which I will put a link in that I did yesterday if you haven't seen it. It's phenomenal, just unbelievable that held up to 1.5 hours submerged, dried off, and it's still working. So again, for those that might say, well, they don't say to do that. No, they don't. When I saw that video of the guy doing the Flex and just cutting underwater, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. But how about submersing it and leaving it? So that Flex is an unbelievably awesome tool. And again, the Kobalt's fine too, but you know, I'm doing something that it's not supposed to. So I think it would be fine if there was a downpour and you happen to be up on the roof or happen to be out somewhere on the deck and you weren't right at it. I think you'd be fine. Okay, but the submersion is where the issue is.